The story of Max is a testament to the resilience hidden within a broken spirit. A narrative that begins not with hope, but with the profound silence of surrender. For a decade, his world was measured by the length of a rusted chain, a circle of barren ground where he was less a living creature and more a forgotten fixture of a crumbling property. When our volunteer, Daniel, first arrived, the scene was so bleak it seemed to swallow sound itself. Max was a skeleton draped in patchy fur, his body a map of old wounds and fresh sores from relentless mange. He did not lift his head as Daniel approached. There was no fearful flinch or defensive growl. The light in his eyes had been extinguished long ago, replaced by a hollow exhaustion that suggested he was simply waiting for his body to catch up to his spirit, which had already conceded defeat. The act of unclipping that chain was met with no reaction. A detail more heartbreaking than any struggle could have been. It was as if he could no longer conceptualize freedom. The journey to the veterinary hospital was a silent one. With Max curled motionless on a blanket, his tired gaze fixed on a world passing by that he had never been part of. The medical assessment was grim, a list of failures, severe malnutrition, dehydration, anemia, and the looming threat of organ shutdown. The veterinary team issued a stark ultimatum. They had just 48 hours to stabilize him, or his systems would begin to fail irreversibly. As those critical hours ticked by, Max showed no improvement, lying listlessly in his cage, refusing food and water. The situation seemed hopeless until a desperate plan was formed, a blood transfusion from another dog. The hero of this chapter was a recently rescued stray named Bruno, himself scared and uncertain, who nonetheless provided the gift of life. The night of the transfusion was long and tense, with Max unconscious throughout, but then, as morning broke, a miracle quietly unfolded. He opened his eyes, and with a tremendous effort that spoke of a will to live finally rekindled, he lifted his head and attempted to stand. That fragile, trembling effort was a victory louder than any cheer, reducing the hardened rescue team to tears of sheer relief and joy. The final chapter of Max's story is one of healing and heartwarming connection. After his recovery, he was welcomed into a loving forever home, where he met Toby, the gentle golden retriever who instinctively became his guide and brother. Toby stayed by his side, offering silent companionship and even gently guiding him on walks. In the warmth of this new family, Max learned to trust, to play, and to love. His journey from a creature on the brink of death, who didn't even wag his tail upon rescue, to a vibrant, happy dog surrounded by love, stands as a powerful reminder that every life is worth fighting for, and that even the most broken spirit can, with compassion and patience, be made whole again.